Hello, I'm Tristan Lacroix, and this is the first episode of VRARA's new series, The Takeaway, where we give you the rundown on events and expos happening around the VRAR world. We're fortunate enough to have recently attended the Augmented World Expo Europe, the world's largest conference revolving around interactive technology such as VR, AR, and MR, not to mention wearable computing, namely smart glasses. This year's expo took place in Berlin, where a myriad of tech companies and vendors demoed new developments and software solutions to problems that have come to the forefront and rise to the scope and space of interactive technology. AWE has historically done a good job of exhibiting the nuances of the VR/AR industry and various issues it has to address before rolling out new tech into the mass market. For instance, earlier this year at the US conference, where a number of companies like Leap Motion and Usense dedicated exclusively to new gesture control systems which enable the user to interact with VR and AR content without controllers. Another nice touch was the unveiling of the Exo360 drone by Queen Bee Robotics. The drone is able to capture 360-degree footage with the help of not one, not two, but 5 cameras that shoot and stitch together content for your audience. So it's not a surprise that there was a particular emphasis on the integration of VR and AR technologies into industries outside of gaming and entertainment. That's right, ubiquitous VR and AR, meaning VR and AR in education, in classrooms, companies like Bosch and Audi investing in AR-facilitated car experiences. There is even anticipation of smart cities. Well, let your imagination run wild with that one. Ultimately, VR and AR are all about the user interface, and our world, as it is now, optimizing the interface is key. And it is for this reason the Augmented World Expo and the various companies it brings together continue to dedicate themselves to the interface and move the way we engage with the world forward. Moving on to our coverage of the VR and AR World event in London, companies such as Meta, HTC, and Epson, in addition to many more, showcase their developments in VR/AR tech. Keynote sessions also covered a variety of topics, including analysis on industry growth and what to look forward to in the future. Speakers also discussed AR's potential in things like artificial intelligence, engineering, and the retail environment, as well as VR's future role in different industries from fashion to real estate to medicine. As per Twitter feeds following the event, VR and AR World was a big success and was met favorably, many users celebrating the live demos. Learning about the technology is one thing, but the ability to interact and truly engage with the technology goes a long way in reaching potential users. Now, held here in New York last week, the VR 2020 Summit asserted this idea as well, albeit from a more entrepreneurial perspective, because brand marketing in VR is still in its infancy. Opportunities in virtual reality advertising are ripe and can provide, as Adam Harter, VP of Marketing for Pepsi, said, the ultimate expression of brand experience, which brings us to another facet of VR development, content, which we are starting to see more and more of. It's becoming clear that the technology, while still in its first stages, is ready, but that there is still yet to be mainstream content users can engage with consistently. However, Monday's event showed us we are definitely in for a change, and people are excited. Condé Nast made known their development of Invisible, a scripted episodic action-adventure series in VR. Time has plans for a VR documentary commemorating Pearl Harbor's 75th anniversary, and as we've talked about before, VRARA member, our own USA Today network, has very recently launched their Virtually There news show, bringing you the world's stories like never before. That's all we have today, folks. Thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't already, please subscribe, like or share, comment. We want to know and see more of what you are interested in and have to say about the show. Please leave your comments somewhere below, hovering the space with any questions you have and what you would like to see more of. You can kindly check us out on Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and check out our blog and podcast if you want to learn more about VRARA. Thanks, that's all I got.